Our microphones are not working well. You are taking note of it, because I intend to take action. I was in the House of Representatives yesterday to represent you on the opening of the Advance Week. And in the course of it, myself and the Speaker were thoroughly embarrassed. It's the same contractor that handled the renovation of the House of Representatives that handled this one. So if this continues, we have steps we can take legally to ensure that a good job is done, because this is an embarrassment to our nation. I hope you are taking note of it, so that when you hear, when they go to social media to go and start complaining after we have taken action, you will know why we took the action. So you are all witnessing what is going on now. So order 47, right? 47. Order 47 says that the Senate should not receive or deliberate on any matter to which actions are pending in any court of law in the nation. So those in support that this issue be suspended in view of this court action, say aye. Aye. And those against say nay. Please, I've noted where the nay came from. Clerk of the Senate, please immediately provide the Senate standing orders 2026 to the opposition nay. But I rule in favor of the Senate that this issue is suspended.
Okay, Mr. President, additional information. Additional information.
Senator Abamuru.
I crave the indulgence of Mr. President and my colleagues to raise a matter of urgent public importance under Order 41 and 51. If Mr. President grants my leave, I will want to read Order 41 and Order 51.
Have you distributed the motion to distinguished senators? Distinguished senators, Senator Abamuru approached me on the need to raise an issue concerning his senatorial district, Akpabio, Ubogju, Turukpo Nobi, where a lot of attacks occurred, Turukpo local government area of Benue State by suspected bandits. Those in support that he be allowed to proceed say aye. Those against say nay. The ayes have it. You may proceed to move your motion.
Thank you, Mr. President. Mr. President, it's a motion for urgent need to stop the gruesome murder of inhabitants of Akpabio, Ugboju, Otukpo Nobi, and the fresh attacks on Ondo Ugboju in Otukpo local government area of Benue State by suspected bandits. Mr. President, the Senate notes with utter dismay and heavy heart the horrific and unprovoked attacks on the peaceful agrarian communities of Akpabio, Ugboju, Otukpo Nobi, and Ondo Ugboju communities of Otukpo local government area, Benue State, by suspected armed bandits between Friday, Sunday of last week, and Tuesday this week. The Senate, aware that the primary responsibility of any government as enshrined in Section 14(2)(b) of the 1999 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, as amended, is the security and welfare of its citizens. Senate, further aware that the weekend assaults resulted in the tragic and gruesome murder of innocent, defenseless citizens, with the confirmed death toll of 2 lives lost in Akpabio, Ugboju, and 16 lives lost in Otukpo Nobi, bringing the total number of fatalities to these 2 incidents to 18. Disturbed that aside from the lives lost, numerous members of these communities sustained varying degrees of life-threatening injuries and are currently admitted in various hospitals struggling for their lives, while properties and farmlands have been destroyed, forcing survivors to flee their ancestral homes. Senate is alarmed by the sudden, coordinated, and fresh attacks launched on Ondo Ugboju on July 14, 2026, which has thrown the entire local government area into a state of panic, widespread displacement, and severe humanitarian crisis, with a confirmed death cases of 2 lives lost in Ondo Ugboju, Otukpo local government area. Concerned at the main food crisis, as farmers are forced to abandon their farmlands out of fear for their lives. Accordingly, the Senate observes a minute of silence in honor of the 20 innocent citizens who were gruesomely murdered in Akpabio, Ugboju, Otukpo, and others who may have lost their lives in the fresh attack on Ondo Ugboju. 2, condemn in the strongest possible terms the unprovoked killings and destruction of properties by suspected bandits in Ugboju and Otukpo districts. 3, urge the Inspector General of Police, the Chief of Army Staff, and other relevant security agencies to immediately deploy a heavy security presence to Akpabio, Ugboju, Otukpo, Ondo Ugboju, and surrounding communities to restore normalcy, protect lives, and prevent further attacks. 4, mandate the Inspector General of Police to conduct a thorough investigation into the attacks, track down the perpetrators, and ensure that they are brought to justice to serve as a deterrent to others. 5, urge the National Emergency Management Agency and the Federal Ministry of Humanitarian Affairs and Poverty Alleviation to urgently mobilize and supply relief materials, including food, medical supplies, and shelter to the displaced persons and the injured currently receiving treatment in various hospitals. 6, mandate the Senate Committee on Police Affairs, Defense, and National Security and Intelligence to interface with the heads of security agencies to evaluate their operational strategies in Benue South and ensure compliance with these resolutions. I so move, Mr. President.
Any seconder?
Second the motion, ably sponsored by my leader, the Senate Minority Leader, concerning the recent security breaches and banditry attack in Benue State in Otukpo and environment. I so second the Senate President.